Well, I guess you can say I did this to myself. Yes, I did. What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and it's because I watched Daddy Daycare, I decided, why not? Let's watch the sequel. The kind of sort of sequel. Daddy Day Camp. It's a 2007 film that I think was in theaters. I probably should have double checked that. Was this in theaters? Somebody, anybody, let me know. This film is directed by Fred Savage. Yes, Wonder Years himself. And this time, instead of Eddie Murphy playing the lead character, because even Eddie Murphy didn't want to come back for this shit, they cast Cuba Gooding Jr. as the same character. In fact, every cast member in this movie is recast and all different people, even though they're all playing the same characters from the first film. And the plot is their son has to go to camp, summer camp. And when they take him there, the camp has shut down. And so Cuba Gooding Jr. and the other guy, they all decide, hey, let's clean this place up. Let's compete with the other summer camp that's kicking ass and that has all this fun stuff for kids. Because that's not the most cliched, unoriginal, uninspired type of plot you've ever seen before. Man, this movie was a chore to sit through. It was boring, for one. It was cliched and predictable, like I said. Look, you can make the excuse that, oh, it's a kid's movie. Oh, what did you expect? Oh, did you think it was going to be twists and turns and that intelligent? Look, I grew up on movies that were meant for kids, but had a good story, had good writing, had good acting. The acting in this movie is terrible, from pretty much everyone all the way around. The film just feels so cheap and so low rent that it's impossible, if you could take it seriously, to even try to take it seriously. Cuba Gooding Jr., I just feel bad for the guy. I do. Here's somebody who won an Oscar by this point for Jerry Maguire. He probably thought his career was going to take off and he was going to be this big, huge Hollywood star. And before you know it, a few years later, he was doing sequels that Eddie Murphy turned down. And he had no choice but to take it. There are some scenes where he's trying. There's scenes where it's like he's trying to make something funny, or he's trying to bring out his charisma and personality, because he does have that. But it's just, the material is so bad that, of course, I didn't laugh once. And you try to think of it in a kid's mind, I think even a little kid would say, first of all, these aren't the same actors, so I don't think they're the same people. Like, a kid's not going to probably understand that it's the same characters from the previous movie. And then if you're older and you do understand it, what's the point? They're not as interesting or even as good. And I'm not even saying the first movie was good. It wasn't good. But Eddie Murphy has this charm about him. I knew what this plot was every step of the way. Every plot point, I said, oh, this is going to happen, right? Oh, now this is going to happen. Oh, yeah, and then this is probably going to happen. And, of course, it all seemed to happen. What a fucking waste of time. I can just tell a kid about this movie, and they've seen it. It's like you don't have to sit through the hour and a half. Tamara Jones plays the wife, which, talk about a thankless role. She's here for 2, maybe 3 scenes, and that's it. She has no development. She has no arc. She has nothing interesting about her character whatsoever. What a waste of casting her. Lachlan Monroe plays the douchebag rival camp counselor, who, I like this actor. I do. I've seen him in a few things. It's just sad to see him reduced to, especially the scene where all of the kids gang up on him and steal his pants, and he's running around in his underwear covered in tomatoes and egg or paint, whatever the hell they threw at him. It's just, this has to be the bottom of the barrel when it comes to being an actor and trying to get some work, trying to get out there in the world, and you're on the set in your underwear, reduced to this shit. Holy fuck! Moments like this make me go, yeah, I never, ever would want to be an actor. And Richard Gant plays Cuba Gooding Jr.'s father because they had to make it have some sort of connection, right? He doesn't have any relationship with his son, Cuba Gooding Jr. They've sort of gotten rid of that because, well, we did that in the Eddie Murphy movie, so why do that again? So this time they brought the father, the grandfather in, and they have this whole arc of, oh, he's a military guy, so he treated Cuba Gooding Jr. a certain way, made him think he had to be like him, and blah, 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 something that you could see on any Lifetime channel movie, or hell, even a BET movie would put out some shit like this. It's so surface level. It's so just, yeah, this is who your characters are. Even the little kids of the camp, they have this one kid who has a crush on the pretty girl, and the whole movie is working up the courage to talk to her. And it's like, wow, I haven't seen this 175,000 times. I wonder how this is going to turn out. Boring! This whole movie was boring and lame as fuck.
That's some old bullshit.
Obviously, I did not enjoy, nor did I expect to enjoy Daddy Day Camp, so I guess you could argue, there you go. It's what you expected. It was what it was. A piece of shit, waste of time. There's the anger. I knew it was coming. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you somehow, some way trucked along and saw this as well, or were you smarter than me and said, yeah, the first one sucked, so I'm going to stay away from the second one, like Eddie Murphy did. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.